What's up, everybody? Let me tell you something. Check this out. Um, I don't know if anybody's paying attention, but I told y'all I'll be working on the dice. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get an understanding how it ties into the message because I kept hearing today, energy vampire. Excuse the hands, they popped off. Energy vampire. That's what I kept hearing. But what I also got was Uranus, or whatever you want to call it, pertaining to expansion of the known, innovative course of action, protest and reform, challenging institutions and construct. But we also have that in Virgo, which is taking on too much, isolation, overly rational, anxious, focus on too much details, overly organized in the first house, which this is about personal life, belongings, physical possessions, how you look, think, and feel, and it can also warn against misfortunes. And so when I asked, tell me about, because I got energy vampires, so I was like, tell me about the collective so I know where to start. And here we go. You're very, very generous. And your people are wanting you to start having this more guarded approach to everything, having more level of discernment. It's almost like you have a beautiful heart. You really do. You have a beautiful heart, but sometimes people, their intentions are not always the best. You're sitting up here giving and receiving, but be careful what you're giving and receiving because sometimes people just want to know what's going on. And here we go, lashing out. That was the first one on the card, but it fell out. Emotional armor. So basically, there are a lot of people who, because what I'm seeing right here, this looks like a knight, but it's looking like they're throwing fire into a mirror. So you need to have this level of start having this emotional armor about you. You know what I'm saying? Because people are not happy in the position that you are in. You got a lot of people worrying about what you got going on and not more worried about what they have going on. You know what I'm saying? And this is making them very upset to the point that someone could even possibly be doing some type of mirror magic, you know? And with that fire, burning the candle, mirror magic, whatever. But they are so worried about you, they lashing out. And even though you're in this very generous energy, these people are not looking at you that way. They're sitting there looking at you like, oh, she thinks she know it all. Oh, you think you know it all. They think they know it all. He think he know it all when he don't really know anything. And this is why they're telling you to have a level of discernment about the people you are allowing in your energy, because what you're giving out is not, for some reason, is not, because I'm drawing back to, even though it's saying you're generous, my attention is coming to inequality. Everybody is not coming into your life to help give the equal amount of what it is that you're giving out, or giving you, or you receiving the equal amount of what it is that you're giving. Your fullness is sacred. Worthy presence. You're standing out. You're standing out. You're shining. You're standing out in the crowd and you're shining. And honestly, the energy that I'm getting is that you're really just being who you are. You're being who you are. You're standing in your truth. You're minding your business. You're trying to love everybody the way that, just giving love. But unfortunately, everyone around you doesn't have the same intentions. Sorry about that. They don't have the same intentions. These people are getting carried away. Let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. Okay, so this could also be not letting yourself get caught up in whirlwind romantic moments as well. So this is a collective reading, so it could go in more than one way, but I'm also picking up this energy of someone just really minding their business and being in the best version of themselves. And there are people out here they are very bothered by what you have going on. They are very, very bothered. They're very, very bothered about what you have going on. This wanted to pop out, but it popped back in. perception, distorted view. Going back into that again. They're going to see you how they want to see you, no matter what you're doing. Even though you're out here living in your best life, you're minding your own business, and you're standing in your presence that you know that is worthy. These people are lashing out and looking at you like, oh, they think they know it all. They think they all that. They think they this. They think they that. When you really just coming from a place of peace and generosity. But it bothers these people. And these people could be, getting carried away, worrying about focusing too much on what you have going on. And you're in this place where you're just going to have to, you're in this energy of acceptance. These are people you're not going to be able to change. I don't know if you're feeling some type of way about them. You're an amazing goddess ready to fully understand how significant you are. Tap into your power by owning your beauty and potential, by not making any apologies for it. So you don't owe anyone an apology. And the way I was getting it is, and I repeat it again if I haven't already said it, these people are getting carried away with how they already feel about you, but you're just getting swept up in who you are. You're standing in your energy. You're accepting who you are. And a lot of people are very, very bothered just by you existing. That's why it says worthy present. They're very, very bothered just by you existing. This is where I'm getting energy vampire. So the fact that these, I heard energy vampires, this could be someone that got cut off. This could be someone fun and adventure. This could be someone that you cut off that was used to siphoning from you, and now they're bothered. But it's also this energy of someone coming into your life, feeding you whatever they feel they gotta feed you, lies, whatever, just to get in your energy, just to get in your grace, just to have some of that what you are having. Let's see what energy is the collective in at the current moment. Let's see. Let's get that part out of the way. What energy is the collective currently in at this moment? You see what's going on. You see. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse, but we also have the Five of Pentacles upright. So now you're starting to see the mental patterns of what's keeping you in this place of poverty, whether that is physical, financial poverty, or spiritual poverty. You started paying attention. You started seeing that for what it is. And so now what I also heard was what goes around comes back around. And this is another reason why these people are lashing out, why they are angry, why they're on the defensive mode and trying to shield their ego. And they thought they knew it all when they didn't. They thought they knew it all. They don't know anything. You're speaking in your truth, and you're loud about it, and you're proud. You've accepted things. You've gone through the forgiveness that you need to go through. You're finding that joy and that peace within self, the fun and adventures. You're pulling back into that inner child. You're calling in that inner child, appeasing that part of you that may have that was neglected. There's no may have in it. That was neglected. That's what's going on. And so, yeah. And these people are also realizing that it's about to put them in a place of some type of poverty that they were wishing on you. What goes around comes back around. That's what that was about. They're watching you become your best self. But because these people are in this ego shield defensive know-it-all energy, they're not aware. But they are worried. They're worried about the fact that you are in this energy and that you are loud in your energy and you're standing on business. So this is not where we need to go at the moment. These people thought that they were going to conquer you, but you actually became the one to conquer. You overcame everything that life threw at you, what they threw at you, and you're moving forward. And you're seeing things from a different perspective now. You're seeing things from a different point of view. Look at that. Look at that phoenix right there. That phoenix. You're rising from the ashes. You're rising above everything. You're realizing that the people and the things around you are becoming outdated. And you're now starting to look at your life from a different perspective. You may even have started telling people no. You started telling them no, no. So this access, I heard access denied. Yeah. Because these people were taken from you. They were draining you. They were draining you. You're now starting to see the people around you that were draining you. But they also, now, what goes around will be coming back around. Because now you're choosing to stand in your truth. And you're doing it loudly. You've had this sense of clarity. It's like all of that fog you had going on above you, around you, in your mind and everything. The outdated thinking, the outdated the things you used to worry about. It's like outdated, how do I put it? Replaying outdated memories in your head. You're now finding clarity. You're seeing things clearly now. And it says soaring in the boundless sky of clarity, where insights are as infinite as the azure expands. Azure expanses. I'm reading how they put it, okay? So yeah, you've and it's got these people feeling very high and dry in the desert. They're very high and dry. This is what the energy vampires are about. They're very, very upset because now they're starting to feel very high and dry. They feel like they got, it's almost like I'm seeing a band-aid ripping off. Yeah. A band-aid is being ripped off of their reality. Whatever it is that they were taking from you, they can no longer take from you. And they're just when they thought they knew it all, just when they thought they allowed their anger, they allowed their deflection get in the way of their greed. And it got to a place where you were like, you took a stand and you were like, no. Enough is enough. Why did this happen? Let's see what's going on here. It was to help you find that clarity that you needed. And you started to see it clearly. It was to help you find that clarity that you need. And to find that strength within yourself to know when to say no. This is what it says. To help you find that clarity that you had already been seeking. And you see it clearly now. But it was also help you find that inner strength within yourself to tell people no. Enough is enough. You're no longer allowing people to just come in. You're having more of a sense of you've forgiven yourself, because the fact that it says self-forgiveness is medicine, the fact that when things became clear to you, when you finally got to this place of, you actually started forgiving yourself because you also recognize the role that you played in it too, in allowing these people to take from you. And that's where you started finding your inner strength. This is where your worthiness, you started realizing that you deserve to exist here as well. You found your worthiness. You know what I'm saying? And you stood loud in your truth. You stood loud in your truth after seeing everything. And these energy vampires can see it because I'm watching them kind of like, it's almost like something that's been in the dark for so long and this light just suddenly hits them, and it does like this. Your light is suddenly hitting them. And I heard they're afraid. They're afraid. Because that access to you, access denied. No more. No. You've learned to say no now. You've been showing these people a lot of compassion, understanding, love, and kindness. And that is something I don't want to say you're tired of doing, but you've learned to take all that you used to give, and you've learned to transmute it in. So now all of that empathy, understanding, love, and kindness that you've been giving out to others that have been taking from you, these people that have been taking from you, had you up at night at some point in anxiety, which is no more, are now getting ready to see hardships through all of that. But help is closer than it seems. You're starting to show yourself more and more compassion. You're starting to tap into your heart place. Any more advice? And this is, but also because it's a collective reading and few energies get picked up, for the person that's needing to find their inner strength, it is by practicing compassion to self, forgiving self. Let me go ahead and put that out there. But yeah, these people here are left out in the desert. Yeah. Stay committed to your journey. Keep going forth. You're going in the right direction. Everything that you need is coming to you. Stay dedicated. Have faith. Continue to go through your things that you have to go through, but it's going to make you stronger. You're going to persevere through this. While these people here, let them stay where they are. Because they ain't doing nothing but trying to take all your resources. They're trying to take all of your resources and leave you high and dry. This is all they were trying to do. They were trying to take your resources because you're so kindness and you love to give. And these people sitting up here acting like this, they were trying to drain you of them. And so instead of you being the person showing kindness, they wanted to put you in that beggar position. And they thought they had it figured out until you figured out who you were. And you set boundaries and you started saying no, and you started changing your perspective, and you started being the conqueror instead of the person that they thought they were going to conquer. Your people are saying pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Don't ever feel guilty about who does and who doesn't deserve access to you. You have every right to protect your energy. You have every right to protect everything about you, because there are energy vampires out here, and they know who to sniff out and everything. It's almost like wolves wolves sniffing out an injured animal, lamb or whatever. You represent purity. You represent purity out here. But this world, there are wolves out here that can sense that. And they're trying to find you. They're sniffing it out. But by you setting boundaries, you closing all of that up, they're no longer able to have easy access to you to do what you need to do. Any advice? Let's see. What's the advice? So yeah, these people are more worried about what you got going on than they are worried about their own world. Let's see what advice. Want to come out. Their day is coming. Yep, their day is coming. That's the way I heard it. Their day is coming. I heard repent for some reason. So I guess, somebody, they're trying to repent. They're trying to repent. Now, mind you, this person, whatever they were doing it with the fullest intentions of knowing what it was that they were doing. But now that they have been cut off, their supply has been cut off, and you're standing in a place of solitude, but this is putting them in this isolation where all of their resources and energy and everything, the light that they were trying to drain from you, has been cut off. Whatever it is that they're trying to repent for, I'm going to go back to what I said again. What goes around is coming back around. Judgment. And that repenting that they're trying to do is being denied. Because they knew doggone well. That's not the way I heard it. I heard they knew well. But they knew doggone well what they were doing. They wanted to see you fall. This is somebody who wanted to see you in poverty. They wanted to keep you in beggar's energy. They wanted to keep you in poverty. They wanted to keep you in that beggar's energy. They were trying to switch the roles. That's the way I'm seeing it. With the, I don't know why, but I'm seeing, when I said what goes around comes back around, they were trying to switch the role because they thought they were just bothered by you and what you have going on. You think you know, they think they know all that. They think they this and that. And you were just really out here just being you, being compassionate, being, giving and everything. But they're saying stop giving. Stop giving to the wrong people. You need to start practicing this level of discernment. Everybody's not meant to be in your energy. Know who to give to and who not to give to. And that's when you have to tap into self and start having like moments of isolation, meditating and everything. Yeah, and that's also what this is about. The desert of isolation. Spaces, solitude to uncover reflection and resilient survival. This is going to help you get through. This is what's going to help you get through. Pay attention to people. Pay attention to people just walking up to you, showing all of this fake love. Straight up to your face. For showing you fake love. Straight up to your face. It's time for you to start practicing that level of discernment. And just know, go about move in clarity, move in truth, speak your truth. That's also what judgment is about, speaking in truth. Speak your truth. You see everything clearly for what it is. You have the clarity that you need. You're seeing everything you need to see. You've had a revelation about this. Stay up. Keep your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to your surroundings around you. I'm not here to be giving people all this advice all the time, you know what I'm saying? Or tell you what to do or how to do it. I'm just the messenger and I'm here giving out the messages. And that's how it goes, you know? You can take it how you want to. You can do it how you want to. But just know, everybody out here is not with the ill intent. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just want people to do better. Because it's time for people to stop sleeping on the, what's the word I want to use? I want to pick my words very carefully. Dynamics of how we have been conditioned to think dynamics are supposed to look. No. No. See it for what it is. You're not tripping. See it for what it is. And if they need to go on the chopping block, you put them on the chopping block. Especially if this is, you know, if there is no like, true remorse for it now, because some people will sit there and give you remorse and then give two flips about it. Yeah, I'm sorry for whatever, and not even acknowledging what it is that they've done wrong, but they just want to apologize, and that's just a reason to get back. A lot of times to get back in your energy, to get the access to you that they know they lost, and they realize that they pushed too far. And unfortunately, if you do allow that back when they took no accountability and not even trying to be better, what that does for you is that teaches them how to not, what's the word I want to use? Not overdo it. Oh, okay. I see now that I overdid this. So let me move a little differently next time. I got a little too greedy. You're teaching them how to crap on you, basically. So, yeah. With that being said, I'm Phoenix. This is my Journey to Healing reading. If you'd like to book one, you can catch me on Linktree. I'll have my link is in the bio. My link is in the bio. And if you don't mind, click subscribe on YouTube if you would like to hear more of these readings go on. Because I'm really out here wanting to help people wake up to what they may be seeing, but sometimes people are waking up and they're being told that they are not seeing what they think they're seeing. Or, you know, sometimes we get surrounded by the wrong type of people and you have no one there to give you something to uplift you. So with that being said, stay up.